Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading, guys. I am here hanging with the saucy beaver and her baby, Maggie Lee, this little saucy beeves. Alright guys, I'm going to hop on quickly and find out what your Divine Masculine wants to communicate to you guys right now, and also what their best course of action is, what they plan on doing about how it is they feel towards you, okay? So whatever card comes out, you may be drawn to the title of the reading. This could be a message for you. Okay, we have someone that's very apologetic. Okay, so I really am sorry. I'm sensing maybe separation between you two. Maybe two people who aren't communicating right now. This could be a Divine Feminine that, you know, you're kind of backing away, you're distancing yourself, you're limiting access to your energy right now because separation is needed. Separation is needed right now for reflection. Okay, what is your masculine so sorry about? So we're going to clarify this message even further, okay? So you're way more mature than I anticipated. I watch your every move. I keep my distance, but I watch, okay? So they have an eye on you. And I do love you, of course I do, but you trigger me a lot, okay? So I don't know if there was something said between you two, harsh words exchanged. I'm picking up on, you know, a pair of twin flames that, you know, you've got a Divine Feminine that's very feisty. You speak your mind, you speak your truth. At times you can come off very masculine. That could trigger your Divine Masculine a lot because your energy, it comes off as very strong, not willing to submit, is what I'm hearing. And it's bringing up a lot. I don't know if they might have exchanged some harsh words, or they might have crossed some boundaries. They could have just ghosted or disappeared. You know, there's something about them feeling really remorseful and regretful, and they can't stop thinking about you. You've got them watching you, keeping their distance. So it seems as though, Divine Feminine, you've made it very clear, like, just don't. Like, I'm hearing like a Divine Feminine's like, don't you touch me. Like, don't touch me. I don't know. So I don't know, for those of you, it could be really, you know, just dramatic. I'm hearing some sense of like betrayal. You know, you might be a Divine Feminine where it's like you want to move forward, you want to move on. You're in that place on your journey that many of us often get to, in a place of separation where you don't want to have anything to do with the journey. You know, but sometimes we can feel that inner knowing that it's like, no matter how much we don't want to be a part of it, we are a part of it, and it's just a matter of being able to cope. But right now I feel like you don't want to have anything to do with this Divine Masculine. This part here where you're way more mature than I anticipated. I feel like you are just, you know, your masculines maybe met their match in terms of, you know, I see a Divine Masculine where it's like they go through life thinking that like they'll never fall in love because the type of woman, or the, you know, depending on your dynamics, the type of man, whatever, you know, however you resonate. I shouldn't say whatever, I should say however you resonate with it. You know, you have a Divine Masculine energy in this connection that's walked around their whole life saying, you know, they don't believe in love, they don't believe in long-term relationships, they don't believe in being with someone exclusively, or, you know, they don't believe in the whole thing with marriage, because the type of person that they would want to love doesn't exist. And then you come along, and it's not quite clear yet that you're this person that they're in love with, but I feel like your ability to create boundaries and distance and move forward is what's triggering this whole epiphany now. Like, you're everything they've always and ever wanted, but it took you walking away for them to trigger that, or to have that triggered. You know, but I feel like they're really sorry, they're really remorseful, they really miss you. They may be strategizing as well, just a way to come forward. I'm hearing they have to like learn to speak their truth in a sense. Like say how they feel about you, no matter how immature they think they sound, or no matter how silly or crazy they think it sounds, I think what's lacking from this connection is a divine masculine that needs to be honest about the way that they feel towards this divine feminine. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man. They're contemplating it. They're thinking about it. They're feeling out the situation. It's definitely hitting them hard that you're unlike any other person that they've been with, divine feminine. You know, you're way more mature. You're way more in tuned. You're down to earth. You're very intuitive. It's not easy for them to put on this false mask around you because, you know, you kind of look at them and you're like, well, you take that thing off. And in their head, they're like, oh shit, you could see it? You could see that I have it on? And the divine feminine's like, of course I could see it. So they're in this hangman position because they could just be re-strategizing in the way that they come towards you, in the way that, you know, they interact with you and converse with you. Because the truth is that, you know, for this masculine, as much as they, you know, have enjoyed being with you and feeling like they maybe got too carried away in their ego, I'm hearing too that like you treated me very well, or you were good to me. There's a song Synchronicity that popped up in my feed the other day. I'll try to share it with you guys. But the song Synchronicity, I think the song was called You Were Good to Me. I don't know who it's by, but I'll try to find it and post it in the comment section or in the description box. But you know, like, they weren't used to that. Like, they weren't used to someone being so genuine. Like, I feel like this is a divine masculine where it's like, when they're in a situation with someone else of the opposite, you know, sex or whoever they're used to dealing with or attracted to, there's a lot of games, you know, involved, a lot of mental. But I feel like with the divine feminine, it's like they don't feel the need to be that way or to do that, but they did it anyway. Do you guys know what I mean? It's like I feel like this hangman is representing someone who feels like they should have been more careful, or they should have, you know, it's like maybe the hanging them upside down was like they shouldn't have fallen into the stupid traps of just being so overly excited and like taking you for granted. Maybe you were in fact genuine and nice, but you know what? Your cutoff game is just as nice. You know what I mean, divine feminine? And they didn't see that part coming. And so that's what's making them feel like you're way more mature. Their best course of action right now is to just sit tight, because introspection needs to happen with the Hanged Man. I feel like many of them are just like, I can't take another step forward on my feet right now. But the separation, though, it's driving them insane, because they're definitely keeping an eye on you, watching you. I feel like because of this maturity that you hold as well, divine feminine, it's easy for them to think of you wandering off onto a different path, or, you know, they could be feeling insecure as well, as like maybe there's more mature suitors out there that would hold your attention, because you guys could be dealing with a divine masculine energy that's like really attractive, right? You know, very good looking, very well put together. They might, you know, have a lot of attention on them. But for you per se, divine feminine, I think that just the outside of what a person has and what they can attract based off of like how they look, like it's nice, but it's not exactly your cup of tea. I feel like for you, it has to be someone's personality, and it has to be their intellect and the way that they carry themselves and the kind of character they have. You know, these are the types of qualities that are very attractive to you. And so that's also kind of, you know, having this masculine to go into this hangman position, because they never had to think of these things with anybody else, right? So what else are they planning to do? Oh, let's see what fell here. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords, you know, needing mental clarity, indecision. You know, you've got to make a choice. We have the moon in the sky as well in the shape of a crescent. And for me, you know, it does emphasize like bringing up things that you didn't really anticipate to end the way it did, or to unfold the way that it unfolds. So I think like the Two of Swords tell me like they have a lot to think about when it comes to this connection. It's like they really do want it, you know, but yeah, they're going to have to gain some strength here when dealing with this divine feminine. The strength card to me represents like the maturity, you know, the ability to overcome. It could be overcoming parts of themselves. You know, I feel like it also, you tend to point out how immature they are, or I shouldn't say immature, but just like inexperienced when it comes to relationships, divine feminine, you know. So, and strength is a major arcana as well as the hanged man. So, you know, in terms of what they plan on doing about it, I feel like the universe is guiding them at this time to lay low. You know, there are big decisions to make in regards to, you know, this love, this relationship that they're anticipating. They've never had to anticipate. A lot of your masculines are used to dealing with people who, you know, come into their lives, want a relationship with them, and then do all the work. You know, you have a lot of divine masculines out there where it's like for the first time in their lives, they're the ones thinking about how they would have to pursue this. You know, they're not used to that, and it is requiring them to take on a lot of their masculine energy and to make sure again that it's balanced and that it's not overly masculine, because now you know, here you have this divine feminine coming in with this maturity. They can't stop watching you. You know, they feel a lot of love for you. Okay, otherwise you know, they wouldn't be watching you this way, but you trigger them, and that's that double-edged sword. It's like they really want this, you know, but it's you know, they got to get some stuff in order first. And I feel like, you know, ideally that's the way it should be, you know, and that's what they're feeling on the inside, is that, you know what, it should feel this way. Like when you meet someone, you know, you should want to be better. You should want to, you know, get the ball rolling, so to speak. Like I feel like your energy, divine feminine, makes this masculine want to get the ball rolling. It helps them feel like, okay, I have a sense of direction. I know where I'm going. You know, so yeah, that's the gist of it for this reading, guys. They're very remorseful, but I feel like, yeah, they know what to do. Their best course of action here is to you know, pull their socks up and really get to strategizing, be more decisive, instead of just feeling like, you know, this double energy here with the blindfold. You know, make a decision. All right, I love you guys. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye, guys.